Welcome back to another edition of Coffee Time with TD. Move over, Rover, and let TD take over. Be good or be good at it. God is great always and always. So I've got a question for you. Why does President Donald Trump go so hard for Putin? We know that President Donald Trump aspires to be a dictator, right? We know that. That is what he wants to achieve in life. Okay, we know that. But President Donald Trump seems to go extra hard for Putin. And it is abnormal. It is abnormal to see a man, the President of the United States, on his knees for another man. It is bizarre. It is weird. It is abnormal. That is the question. Why does President Donald Trump go so hard for Putin? What does Putin have on President Donald Trump? That is what I want to know, because we know why the entire Republican Party spends their days and nights on their knees to President Donald Trump, right? Because if you don't have the power, the next best thing is sitting next to the power. And the Republican Party have gotten a taste of power. They've got 80, 90 million people that think that God sent President Donald Trump. And the Republican men, it is perverse. The amount of time the Republican men spend on their knees, groveling and slurping President Donald Trump. It is bizarre. It is perverse. It is weird. Yes, it is fucking repugnant. Okay? But here's the question. Why does President Donald Trump go so hard and is on his knees for Putin? Right? Because there's other dictators out there, right? Kim Jong-un, even, going back in history, right? What is it about Putin that he loves so much, right? It's like he idolizes Putin, right? It's bizarre. It's repugnant. It's weird. It's perverse. He idolizes another man in a way that the world has never seen before, right? He fucking idolizes Putin. But it goes beyond that. What does Putin and Russia have on Trump to make him go so hard for another man? I don't understand it. If you know, enlighten me. Did it have something to do with President Trump's 6 bankruptcies, bankrupting a casino, as we all know? Did Russia step in and help him? I don't know. It's just, even when, President Donald Trump the other day was at the G7 summit and, talking about them not letting Russia and Putin in, to the G7, all this stuff. The amount of time President Donald Trump spends praising and talking about Putin is fucking weird. It's perverse and it's repugnant. Get off your fucking knees, Donald. Get off your fucking knees. Nunca de rodillas. Nunca de rodillas. You don't know what that means? Google it. But I don't know. It's bizarre to see another man, the President of the United States, going so hard for another man. Any man. But especially Putin, who is a disgusting and vile human being. We know that by now, right? And why is President Donald Trump, why does he worship him? But why does he go so hard for him? You can worship him in private, right? But why does President Donald Trump praise and go so hard for him publicly? That is what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know, and let me know if you know. Or if you have a thought as to why President Donald Trump goes so hard for Putin publicly. Let me know. Love you.